أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir falyukrim dayfa." Whoever believes in Allah and the Day of Judgment, the last day, let them be generous, be kind to their guest. One of the things in the Middle Eastern cultures is that when a guest comes to your house, not only are you generous to them at the beginning, you take care of them at the beginning, but you're especially generous at the end. And the way a host would do this is the host would leave all the delicious things, the fruits and the baklavas and the sweets for the end. And when the guest is about to get up and leave, when the guest says, "Okay, it's time, I have to leave," the host will say, "Please stay a bit more." When the guest insists on leaving, the host will say, "Well, you haven't eaten fruits, or you haven't eaten baklava, you haven't eaten the good stuff, so wait, eat, and then you can go." And that is how a host would keep a guest a bit more in their house, especially when that guest is very beloved and very dear to the heart of the host. So the reason for that is what that tells us is that true acts of generosity are the acts of generosity that are manifested, that are shown at the end. A person who is rich, when they give or when they donate in a state of richness, is not the same as the same person becoming poor, donating so much that they're only left, for example, with $100, and at the end, when they give that $100, that is when a true act of generosity manifests itself. And the same applies to the month of Ramadan. A beloved guest is here and is leaving. Most of us, including myself, after the 27th night, we kind of abandon the guest, right? We tell the guest, "Oh, well, you're leaving soon, so just hang out for a few more days by yourself, and then we'll see you next year," right? That's how we treat the month of Ramadan, when in fact it should be the opposite, right? If we want to be generous to our guest, which is part of our iman, the Prophet ﷺ says, "Whoever believes in Allah and the Day of Judgment, the last day, let them be generous to their guest." If you want to be generous to the month of Ramadan, you have to show this generosity in these last few days. As I said, true acts of generosity are those acts that are manifested at the end, not at the beginning. May Allah give all of us tawfiq, and may Allah accept our fastings, and may Allah accept our prayers, may Allah accept our qiyam, and may Allah answer our du'as. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين آمين.